Hello, hello, hello. Been a while since I've done a video, so I thought I'd do one. Been busy, been very busy. Done my level 2 horticulture, which is grand. Wait for my certificates to come. Boom. Good feedback from the tutor and that, which is cracking. Brilliant. I've been planning my garden, what I'm doing out the back. In a little patch that they let me grow stuff in. 29 different kinds of plants. Some were sunflowers. At the moment, 8 of them. Only 8 of them haven't germinated yet. Some of them plants have gone on to nursery pots already, and are doing bloody well. Can I No, what I'll have to do is to do this into separate little video segments, and so I can show you what I'm actually doing, what I've been doing over the last couple of 3 weeks or so, or couple of months since Christmas, I would say. Yeah, going to show you. Right, well, what I've been doing over the last week or two is these are all the plants that I'm going to try and grow. Right now, some have germinated, and some are still waiting to germinate. But I've got a huge list. And what this is I've just taken data from the seed packets, basically, so I know what their spread and their height's going to be, whether they like full sun. And of course, most plants like well draining soil anyway. So, right, what I've been doing is there's only 8 which I've got out of my 29 which haven't germinated yet, but I'm not expecting them to fail. They're just being a little bit lazy. What I've been doing is out in the back garden, I've got like a sarcophagus, right, which is a strange thing to have out in the garden, an Egyptian coffin, but I have, and it sort of sits. I'll see if I can drop up a photograph of it as well, but I've just written out a plan, right, of the actual area, and this is where the sarcophagus is, and I've got 5 little compartments in it, which will give me 5 litres of growing area in each one, and that of course is the lid. And then behind it I've got 4 pots, but you can't see them, right, but they're 10 litres, and I'm going to put stuff in there which are going to like raise up a little. I've got 2 20-litre containers in the front of that. You when you actually see a photograph of this, right, which is my plan view of it, aerial plan view, you'll understand exactly where I'm coming from with all of this. And this area is this. We have kids on the lot, like grandkids. So what I've got is like like the mushrooms and like the little funky little Narnia houses, I call them. I've got a collection of them out there, and I've made up like a little Narnia, so I can put some small little plant pots here and about, make it look nice. I've got that in that area there. You can't grow nothing, like, basically, it's the same problem. There's a root system, and I've actually tried in this area here, right there and there, to grow a rose, or to grow roses. Now they get stifled from the the compaction of the root system, which is down there, and they're struggling, right? I'm going to lift them and give them a fair chance. I'm going to move them into another pot, because they're not going to do any good there. I've worked it out. It's just, it's containers only, right? Because there's no usable medium up in that garden because of the root system. And what I've worked out, if you put medium down, the root system comes up to it and takes it over. So, yeah, all of this is on most of my grow. That's one part, and here's another area I've got. This I managed to get a shipping pallet, and I cut it down into 1/3 and 2/3, and I use it to put pots on to keep it like 5 or 6 inches off of that nasty medium which is down there. I've already got stuff in here. I've got rhubarb in there, and I've got some rubuses here, but they're not doing too well. I might lift them and see what's going on with them. But I'll put some photographs up so you can see what this is about. But these are actually parts of a pallet, like the 1/3 and the 2/3, and I've laid them down, and I'm just using them as a pot stand. You'll see that with the photographs that I show you with this. I'll drop a couple of photographs in so you can see it of what I'm actually doing. I've got a good selection of plants. I've got to as yet work out where I'm going to put what, but I want to make it look real fantastic. I've got some pretty good sunflowers and stuff, and they've come up, so yeah, could be interesting. I mean, it's a massive grow list that I've got, right? And most of this has come up, right? Which is cracking. So, yeah. Bye-bye.